Is this the best alternative fragrance company around at the moment? Let's find out by looking at 5 of their scents. Welcome to By Candlelight, beaming goth, darkwave and post-punk straight into your brain. Your forehead might get warm and your big toe might twitch. What are you gonna do? So, the Society of Alchemists, purveyors of fine fragrances. These guys have wafted my way in a few of my videos so far. If you've not heard of them, they've got a proper bricks and mortar shop situated on possibly one of the most beautiful streets in England, the Shambles in York. It's not a shambles, it's beautiful. The street is something to behold. Rumoured to be one of the inspirations for Diagon Alley from Harry Potter, this rumour was quashed by J.K. Rowling. However, it really does have that feel, with some of the buildings dating back to the 14th century, and hardly surprising, a number of wizard-themed shops have actually popped up. I highly recommend a visit if you're in the region. I stumbled upon it by accident on the way back from Whitby Gothic weekend, and it's just an hour away from Whitby. And I'd never heard of the Society of Alchemists until I just found their shop. I'd only been saying to a mate a few days earlier that there should be more alternative fragrances on the high street. There's plenty of companies online, but you can't smell them, you can't try them. A few of them offer packs of samples, which is great, but other than that, you're reliant on blind ordering. So having a shop to go in and try them all at your leisure was a real luxury. The shop is exquisitely decorated, and I'd show some photos, but I wasn't actually granted permission to use any of the images. I'll come to that later. There's this giant animatronic dragon that sits guarding the fragrances as you walk in. It's just spectacular, and it's so great for kids as well. The actual amount of fragrances that they have in stock is in excess of 20 easily. And the great thing is that you can buy all these fragrances in lots of different forms, like shower gels, body balms, bath bombs and room diffusers. This is really great because some fragrances you might not want to wear as a scent but would work better for you as a room diffuser. The flexibility and range of products is quite staggering. So having been there a few times now, I'm going to show you 5 of the scents that I chose, and I did go around and I tried them all. At the end, I will name my absolute favourite. And I know someone describing smells is not the most engaging thing, so I'm going to try and describe them the best way I can, as well as giving the notes that they're made up from. So let's start off with the seasonal Merry Krampus. And notice how it comes in this rather beautiful drawstring bag, and it's got the logo really nicely printed on the front. Very, very nice. So that's what the bottle looks like. So let's have a look at some of the notes that they list on their website for this. There is pine, fig, satsuma, cocoa, apricot, walnut, cinnamon, tobacco, frankincense, birch, amber and cedarwood. It's like Christmas time in a bottle. This one is warm and cozy and has a real smell that lingers. And you can really smell the pine in this one as well. I think I would only wear it at Christmas time because it is the essence of the festive season. A very magical and reassuring fragrance. Next one I've got is Familiars, and this one comes in a nice little presentation box. There it is. Sits nicely in there. It's got like a felt interior as well. There's the bottle. I know it's not all based on looks, but it's a very, very nice bottle. Very nice packaging. This one has notes of pepper, lime, bergamot, mint, angelica seed, cedarwood, cardamom, clove, musk, frankincense, oud and sandalwood. I'd say this one's a lot sharper, probably because of the pepper, lime and the mint. To me, it smells amazing in the bottle, but I don't think it particularly suited me. And that doesn't mean that it wouldn't suit you, but it just has a very, very alternative and unusual smell. Next one is Till Death. I found this one to be quite subtle, even though that the staff in the store actually told me that this is actually one of the strongest fragrances they make. So notes for this one are blackened plum, white musk, freesia, burnt amber, cashmere, patchouli and iris, vanilla bean, tonka bean and rose. So this is a warm fragrance and you really get the vanilla shining through, if vanilla could shine. I really like this one, and it's quite out in the wilderness smelling, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Will it last on the skin? I don't yet know. I've only used it a few times, but I could definitely say that it's on the subtler end compared to the others. Penultimately, Season of the Witch. Look at this box. It's a little drawer, so you pull that cord like that. I'm not doing this very well at all. I don't want to drop it. There we go. So that comes off, and yeah, nice. I think at this point in time, this is their newest fragrance. And the notes for this are pomegranate, black flower, mistletoe, periwinkle, black pepper, prickly pear, patchouli and blackthorn wood. On first spray, I would say that this one definitely smells the more mainstream, but within about a minute, the pepper really comes through quite sharply. So this one actually turns out to be quite bold. Just to highlight, this one is very peppery, although it's not as sharp as Familiar's, and that's probably because of its woodier tones. I'd say that this one just takes a little while to come into its own. Finally, on the one that remains my favourite, is Dragon's Breath, and I've definitely covered this on a few videos. Not sure if this is their signature scent, but it definitely has everything going for it. Let's start with the notes. So it has earth, sweet tonka, rose, jasmine, nutmeg, agar wood, musk and oud. But this is so much more than a list of notes. Bold, mysterious, but ultimately earthy. Think of that incense smell when you walk into those shops that sell candles and burners and wicker paraphernalia. It's that kind of thing, and it really lasts too. I've also got the body balm of this, and it lasts ages. This particular bottle I got about a year ago, and it's nowhere near finished, and I think it's because you only need to use a small bit at a time. I did also get the shower gel, but I found that you had to use quite a lot of that, so I wasn't as impressed with the shower gel. And by the way, this is called embalming lotion. Do I think that Society of Alchemists is the best alternative fragrance company? Yeah, I think they are. They have a physical store where you can go in and you can try as many as you want, and then you can just reorder them online. The prices are fantastic, roughly £24.95 for a bottle, which is really good if you compare that to lots of other fragrances on the market. And the range of different products is immense. I will leave a link in the comments where you can have a look for yourselves. Now, saying all of that, I do have a little bit of a grumble. I contacted the Society of Alchemists twice to ask them if it would be okay to use any imagery for this video, if they had a press pack that they could send me. I also asked them if they ship outside of the UK, because I know a bunch of you guys don't live in the UK at all. So I wanted to check that out so I could give you that information, but I never received a reply from the one email address they've got on their website. Just to be clear that I wasn't asking them for any freebies, because I was only ever going to be reviewing the items that I already own, so it wouldn't have cost them any money. Whilst this doesn't affect the quality of their products or their ability to fulfill online orders, I'd be very, very wary when you contact them via that email address. Either the email address isn't being monitored, or they're just not up for this kind of collaboration. I hope it wasn't a straightforward ignore, but there's just no way of knowing. So that explains the lack of imagery for this video. Despite all of that though, I will remain a loyal customer to one of the best alternative fragrance stores there is. Have you ordered anything from Society of Alchemists? If so, what did you order and which one was your favourite. I am proud to say that I stink of dragon's breath, but in a good way. Until next time, see you later.